If you're looking to get into property, how do you start when you're new, you don't have many connections, and you don't have the money necessary to get into your first deal? I would strongly recommend you look at becoming a deal sourcer. What is a deal sourcer? There are investors throughout the country looking for properties to develop, to renovate, to add value to, but even the UK is a large country, and there are properties throughout the country that these investors don't know about, and that's where you come in. You keep your eyes open in your local area for opportunities, properties that are below market value, and I'll need to define what below market value actually means in a separate video, because many people do not understand what the term BMV actually means legally or from the point of view of a valuer, but that's another matter. And what you do, you find a wonderful investment opportunity, and you will then present it to investors and you charge a fee. The average is between £2,000 to £5,000. Some people are quite greedy, but that actually hinders them. We have a lot of deal sourcers who present us with some very, very large deals, and then we can present it to our clients, which gives them exposure, and then we split the fee. But some of them are just too greedy, because 2% on something up to two, three, four, £500,000 is fine. But if you're asking 2% on millions, then that's a very uphill task to get anybody to pay that sort of money, although it can and does happen. But how do you get into it? The best way is to be investor led. In other words, rather than look for the investment and then try to find an investor who is interested in that investment, and you may find that nobody's really interested in it and you've done a lot of running around for nothing. The best way by far is to actually make contact with investors and ask them, what are you looking for? Where are you looking? Then you can go off and you can find it. But how do you get to meet investors? You're new, you don't have any connections in the industry. First and foremost, join and visit and attend investor networking meetings, something like the Baker Street Meet, which meets in Baker Street once a month. You will meet other investors, developers, deal sourcers, and you will build up connections over time, as well as through social media, in investor groups and so on. Build up your network and always ask the question, what are you looking for? And then you can go out and look for it. And obviously, for the main part, you're operating in your area or within a reasonable distance of your area. And as you are looking and you know what people are looking for, you'll begin to get an idea of what would be of interest to investors and what would not be. So if you're thinking of a fee between 2,000 and 5,000 on average, and you do one a month, I'd call that a very good full-time salary, and there are many people out there who are achieving that. We have a lot of deal sources who forward all of their deals to us on a split fee basis, because we have a specific investment and development sites, so we can work together, because it's better to get a share of a fee than 100% of nothing. Now, some deal sources actually ask for a payment in advance from investors. So if they're looking for a fee of, say, £5,000, they might ask the investor to pay them £1,000 or £1,500 in advance as a sort of a deal sourcing instruction fee, which is refundable if they don't find anything. I'm not comfortable with that myself. I would never ask for that, anything like that, up front. In fact, yesterday I had a call from somebody who does not only packages deals, but also deals with investors who are looking to partner in deals. And he was asking me for a fee of £1,500 per month, which I wouldn't agree to at all. Coming from the business of being an estate agent, where I will not get paid unless I complete on a deal, I'm not comfortable with asking for anything from people in advance, but obviously that's up to you. Over time, if you attend networking events and you connect with people on social media, you speak to agents, you begin to source properties, and you might see a property that's not even up for sale, and you can go to the land registry, download the deed, try to contact the owner, find out if they do want to sell. There's so many different things that you can do, but over time you will build up relationships, and if all goes well, at the rate that you could be earning, it won't be long before you'll begin to build up a little nest egg that may open the doors for you to look at your first development. The benefit of making contact with so many investors is that as you build relationships with them, especially for your first 2 or 3 deals where you might be underfunded, then there's always the option that some of these people will consider partnering with you in a JVC, and I will cover JVCs in another video. So definitely it's worth considering Deal Source as an entry into the property market, because you are actually helping these people. Because if somebody's looking for a property around the £500,000 mark and you've found them something that is at £430,000, for example, and these deals do appear, even more so now that there's going to be a lot more distressed sales due to the economic climate, then these people are happy to pay you a 2 or 3 or 4 or even £5,000 fee if you've found them a property that's 50, 60, £70,000 below market value. So it's definitely worth considering. I'm just checking if there's anything I forgot, and I believe that this is an ideal starting point for anybody new. If you'd like to know a little bit more, if you even would like to work with us, by all means get in touch. Email me directly, antony@trellos.com. Feel free to take a look at our investments website to see what type of things we offer. We have quite a lot on there, and that's investments.trellos.com. I hope that this is a great help to you, and I'll see you in the next video.